What up, what up? It's your boy, K-Sip, back with another video. Man, talking about this Dragon Ball FighterZ. My thoughts on what would make it on point. Got my homeboy rolling with me. Already. We out here chilling. Man, I think what will make this game, you know, based on, outside of the looks, the aesthetics, stuff like that, the mechanics they put in the game and all that good stuff, what will make this game on point for me is the roster, man. I mean, size and who they pick. Um, Base roster. I mean, not DLC, base roster. I personally would hope if they coming out with this game, the roster size, I feel like it should be anywhere from 30 to 35. Be a good size roster. That way, they can actually choose. Choose characters that make sense. Now coming off the interviews that I watched pretty much all the interviews that the producer did. And pretty much everybody asked the same questions, which was, and got the same pretty much, just to get that right perspective of what she was saying. That number one thing I took away from it was that they have pretty much access to every character in Dragon Ball history. So they can take it back to, wherever they wanted to take it and get unique characters from that. So that was number one. Number two was that she said they wasn't based on, they looking at this game as more of an esports title, so it's not going to necessarily have a crazy campaign. It's gonna have a little something to it, but it ain't gonna have a crazy campaign like your Xeno Saga and stuff like that, which is cool. So with that being said, they won't pick. It won't be a lot of legacy characters, your Krillins, your Yamchas, your Chaosus, and stuff like. It won't be none of that. It won't be. It'll be a lot of pretty much the best. I'm hoping. I'm thinking. I'm gathering from what she was saying in the interviews. The best of the best characters. Of course they're gonna have some that's gonna. They're gonna have some. They're gonna have like They might have your Chien on there or something like that. But they won't have, like I said, they won't have Krillin on there. Because they're looking at it. If they're really looking at esports, an esports type of game, it's gonna be like, hey, anybody finna be banging on this game with Krillin. It's not gonna happen. They be raw if he's raw and they make him tight. But most of those characters got the same moves. So in sense of putting him in the game when he got, when Frieza got the Destructo disc, they all got the same moves. So it's like they gotta put something that makes every character different from the other character. So that makes sense. So meaning that's kind of that's what I took from what she said, that they're gonna take different characters from different parts of Dragon Ball, and that's how they gonna bring the roster. But like I say, I'm hoping it's 30 to 35 characters, because that many characters, at least that can give people, because especially since it's 3-on-3, they can give people enough variety. Of course, you wanted that. We all want 60 characters. We all want 60, but I'm saying as a base roster, I'm pretty sure they got tons of characters to do DLC. So, I'm pretty sure that's coming. But they do. Art does a little bit different with the way they do their DLC. So, who knows? But as far as that, I think that will make the game on point. Is the roster? However big the roster is as far as the game will go. I think if it's a small roster and we're waiting on DLC, it might not punch like it's supposed to punch, because you'll see 300 Gokus, 300 Vegetas. We don't want. Of course, I don't want to see that. I want to see. You play what you like. Of course, you play with character you want to play with, but especially if from a spectator's point of view, looking at a tournament or something like that, or an exhibition or something like that, you want to see different. I want to see everybody playing something different, because that way I can distinguish you from the next person. I think that's what's happened with Street Fighter V, is that a lot of people want to, trying to get this money, which is on point. So they learning the same things to get this money, So there is no flavor, no, nothing to distinguish them from the next person, especially when they use the same character. You know what I'm saying? When they know Karen is on point, everyone does the same Karen, combo because they know it kills or whatever the case may be. So they use the same thing. So uh, roster 30 to 35, man. I think that would make it on point to where you have enough variety to give people, to give everybody something different to play, and give a different style for everybody, for a lot of people. So, but that's my thought, man. Other than mechanics, I was looking at a lot of Gohan stuff, and he has a move where he would come in from, I guess, like when someone's doing a move to get to tag in the character, and the Gohan to come in, he shoots his Kamehameha wave in the air. I don't really cut for that. I mean, just for the simple fact, I want to be able to control that. You know what I'm saying? I cut for it. Don't get me wrong, I cut for it, but I want to be able to control where I shoot that blast at. I mean, because I don't want to sit here and shoot. Let's say one example, somebody did it. They had Goku and they shot one on the ground, which was hitting a person, and they tagged in their other character, which was Gohan. He came in and shot one in the air and didn't hit nothing. I want to be able to shoot that ball on the ground too and keep the combo, keep the hits coming. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I hope they put that in the game where you can, decipher which variation you want to use, or whether you want to use the one in the air. And if the person is in the air, then cool, I want to hit them in the air. Bet. But if the dude's on the ground, I'm tagging them. I want to keep tagging them. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they implement some of that in the game where I can kind of choose where I shoot that blast at. But I mean, other than that, man, like I said, man, the game's on point. They said 20% done, so it's gonna be on point, man. I think it's got a good shot to be one of them titles that make a lot of sense, man. But like I say, man, hey, leave y'all thoughts, comments. You know what I'm saying? I'll let your boy. Let me know what y'all think about that bad boy. It's your boy. I'm out. Peace.